on Radio Row on a Thursday, day 4 here from Phoenix, Arizona, brought to you all week long by Munganast St. Louis Acura, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota, Fast Eddie's Bon Air, Western Illinois University, and Trice Consulting. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, you could see right there on your screen, we have Anthony Ramos, star of Hamilton. And now you're out here promoting Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
Yes. Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
When's that?
June 9th.
June 9th coming out.
This summer.
And so have you, are you getting recognized out here when people walk by? Are you seeing that? Or are you just, because you're not in character, you're not in Hamilton?
Well, Gronk, it was crazy. It was crazy. Gronk knew who I was.
Really?
I was like, bro.
Is that the biggest, is that the biggest star that you have had that's
so far? I mean, I just got here.
I'm just talking in general.
In general?
Hamilton's been out, for years now, whatever, especially since it went out on Disney Plus.
No, yeah, it's there's been some people who I've been like, I absolutely can't believe, who I am. Like, I ran into Rihanna one time at a party, and Rihanna stopped me and was like, yo, my man. And I was like, wait. Had to double take. Like, that's not Rihanna. She's like, yo, my man, I really like your work. I was like, you've seen my work?
Everybody, I don't know the whole numbers on it, but do you know how many, how long it ran for on Broadway, or how long you were on it for Broadway?
I don't even think it was in Hamilton. I think she saw me maybe in I did this show for 2 seasons with Spike Lee called She's Gotta Have It, that was based on his first commercial film that blew up in 1985. And I think it was from that, but I can't even it was wild, bro. Like, sometimes somebody's like, oh, Hamilton or In the Heights or Will and Grace, you were in
Will and Grace?
Yeah, I was in Will and Grace.
Who were you in Will and Grace?
I played I worked for Karen. I was working in yeah.
Like wait, what, like the reboot of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I think you just unplugged.
Sorry, I unplugged. Yeah, I worked in the reboot in the the newest the later version of it.
The Hamilton one. Just going from putting it on a streaming service the way they did with Disney Plus. I didn't. Did you guys know? Did you think that was going to work? Did that make it even bigger than what it was in your eyes?
I knew it was. I knew it was already blowing up. They're gonna get that. Yeah, these guys are gonna be rich from this now.
Yeah,
I was like, and they sold it for like $75 million to Disney Plus. Yeah, it was crazy.
And hopefully you got a little bit of that. Hopefully you guys saw.
We got a small. Yes, we got a nice little.
Not complaining about it still.
Not complaining about anything.
but still out there making movies and doing other things.
Right. Not enough for me to stop and stop working.
Is there a genre? Is there a role? Something that you want to a favorites that you have? Do you want to go back to Broadway? Is it action films? Is it comedy? Is there something that you?
I think Transformers was a big one for me, and now I'm in the Marvel universe now, so I'm playing a villain in one of their shows coming out on Disney Plus, Ironheart, in next year. So, and I've just been doing more just more of these action leading roles, which has been really fun. I got this role in this movie called Distant coming out. I think it's September now. They've moved the date a couple times, but I think it's September now with Universal. I play this space miner, and it's like the ship I'm on gets hit by an asteroid. I land on this planet, and now I got to survive the whole movie, So I've been really enjoying doing roles like this and bringing the humanity to roles that seem so fantastical and crazy,
When you get in that Marvel, when you get in that Marvel role, I feel like that's a big step, because you see the names that Marvel has signed, and you look like the thing I always look at it. I assume you've seen Endgame.
Yeah.
And at the end, the funeral scene in Endgame, when they roll and the camera just rolls through, and you see every single person that's in
legendary,
and you just sit there, you're like, they got that, they had them, it just goes through.
yeah, bro. Like, when they called me, I was shocked. I was like, wow, for real? They're like, yeah, we want you to play this role, and they're on the phone pitching me this role, and I'm like, no. thank you. Just like, yo, when do I start? Like, we're good. Like, we don't have to talk about. I don't even care what the shit is. Sorry, I don't. Even,
no, you're fine. It's YouTube. It's podcast.
Okay,
yeah,
great,
it's what.
yeah. I'm like, I don't even care what this is about, bro. Like, just let's go. What are we doing out here? Yeah, and you know, so it was cool, man. I got a nice email from Kevin Feige the other day too, which was super unexpected. You know, talking about how he's digging the show and he's really excited about what we're doing.
That's
so
awesome.
That was dope. That's
you
great.
So I mean, just the list of names, the Transformers movie that you're working on. I mean, Michael Bay produced all the other Transformer movies. Steven Spielberg, an executive producer on this.
Yep. Stephen Cable Jr., who did Creed 2, is the director. We got Pete Davidson is we got Liza Koshy. I mean, the cast is crazy. I mean, the cast is insane. You know,
I'm looking at it right now. I mean, Peter Dinklage in it, Ron Perlman in it. I'm just, I'm in my third time watching Sons of Anarchy right now.
Now these guys, and Ron Perlman. What's dope about this movie is that we've got, for anybody who loves Transformers, it's very much been about the Autobots and the Decepticons. For 800, for as long as they've been doing the franchise, and now it's. We've expanded now and we've got new enemies, the Autobots, in the Terracons, but then we've expanded where, the Autobots are teaming up with the Maximals to fight against now the Maximals enemies, the Predacons and the Predacons, Terracons. There's a massive battle at the end and of this movie that you see a clip of in the trailer. And, it's just dope. I was a Beast Wars fan when I was a kid. That was the show I waited for every weekend. One of the shows, and to now see Optimus Primal and Cheetor and Air Razor, all these characters that I grew up loving, now in the movie, and I get to be in this movie with them. I mean, obviously, I'm talking to tennis balls all day long, but
that's what I was gonna say. I mean, in the previous Transformer movies, the battle scenes in these are just legendary. That just long legendary battles that are all done. It's all CGI. So when you're doing it. In that, I mean, what is that? What is that like? What's the day on the set like when you're doing all this, knowing that so much of it's going to be done later?
I mean, you just use your imagination, bro. I don't know.
When do you get to see it for the first time then?
Hopefully, before it comes out. I mean,
so you haven't seen it. So like all the battle scenes and stuff that you've done, you have not seen any of it yet.
I've only seen clips of things that I needed to do, ADR on. Like if I had to dub my voice over something in a scene, I've only seen clips of scenes that way, and the visual effects they're still combing through them and still getting them perfect and getting them right. Visual effects, they essentially make the movie we make, and then they go make another movie.
Right.
They make 2 films before the one film comes out,
and that's why we're waiting. We got to wait so long to get into that.
Yeah, but I'll probably hopefully I'll see it like a month or 2 before the.
You would hope so, right? I mean, I would think you're going to get invited to the premiere.
I hope, and if not, I'll enjoy it by myself in the movie theater.
I mean,
I'll see it in 3D.
Your name's first billing on here, so
we'll see. All the robots got to bring their families first and see if there's room for me.
That it comes out on June 9th. Yeah. June 9th is when it's released in all theaters. It is Transformers: Rise of the Beast, the next chapter in the Transformer movies. Anthony, hey man, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.